you're trying to be a success with a small business or a side hustle, the biggest thing holding you back is going to be time. Imagine finishing your entire day's work before lunch. Here's the exact system to do it with a little help from ChatGPT. Now, I'm doing this where I'm not logged in. Notice up here the login is not logged in. So this is real generic. ChatGPT works a lot better. The more you use it and becomes familiar with you and your routines, you get a much better answer. But I wanted to show you this with just a generic prompt in here. And I'll go ahead and paste this in. There we go. We're going to ask ChatGPT to create a schedule for maximum focus, combining batching, Pomodoro breaks, and one-click AI helpers with the goal of getting 8 hours of work done in 4 hours. Now, this last little part, this is important. This is telling AI that we want to have a 4-hour time frame for our schedule. Okay, so go ahead and run this. And there we go. And we can already see the basic concept in here, and that's to have task batching. Instead of jumping around and multitasking, if you're focusing on one thing, and then if you can repeat that focus on several tasks, working on basically the same type of task, it can be much more efficient. So it's working on creating an efficiency in here, and then using Pomodoro-style work intervals, which are ultra-focused cycles with short breaks, and then, wherever possible, using one-click AI helpers to speed things up. Okay, let's go ahead and see what we have in here. 4-hour maximum focus schedule. First 10 minutes is just a setup and prioritization. This also can be done ahead of time. You can do this the previous day if you wanted to. So define 3 major work batches. For instance, writing, admin, coding, or strategy, outreach, and analysis. Break each of these into Pomodoro-sized tasks. We'll be seeing that in just a second down here. And then open all AI helpers or shortcuts you'll use, ChatGPT tabs, browser plugins, templates, and remove all distractions. Turn your phone off, put your notifications off, close your tabs, anything which will take you away. This right here is the biggest problem in having an efficient workday schedule. Okay, here we go. We're starting off with our Pomodoro 1. And as you can see here, it's a single task only. And try to start with the most cognitively demanding task. In other words, most difficult task to think about. Try getting that out of the way first. Because when you start off the day, you're at your freshest. And where possible, use AI to help you with that. And then take just a quick 5-minute break. Stand and stretch. Have some water. Don't look at a screen. Don't look at YouTube. Whatever it is. And go into our next Pomodoro segment right here. Same thing, complete or finalize your output. This is your deep work batch A. We're continuing our same process in here. We're just working on the second half of that. So there's 2 breaks going on in here, as you can see. Basically 25 minutes, and then a 5-minute break, and then 25 minutes and a 5-minute break. So very regimented in how you lay out the day. Then follow this through. Obviously, as you can see here, taking some time to carefully plan this out ahead of time is going to really make this far more productive. But if you can cut your work time in half or get twice as much done in the same day, it's well worth the extra effort to plan it out ahead of time. Notice as we go down, the tasks become a little bit easier. Handle anything that wasn't completed in prior batches. Review everything completed. And of course, down here, set up tomorrow's priorities with AI-generated task lists. Again, back to ChatGPT. And some help down below here. One-click AI use strategies for writing, for research, admin communications, and coding data. These are just examples. You can get better suggestions in here if, when you're putting in your initial prompt at the top, you give ChatGPT a bit more information about what it is you're going to be doing and about your business and so forth. The more information that ChatGPT has, the better results you're going to be getting in the recommendations. That's also why ChatGPT gets better with time. You can also tell ChatGPT to think about things in a certain way, and it will take that into consideration as well. And then down here, this is why this works. Batching eliminates switching costs. Now, when we're talking about costs in here, we're talking about time costs. If you're staying on the same thing, and you're not switching around, it's much easier to do. It has been found that if you are interrupted on a task or you have to switch tasks, it can take up to 15 minutes before you focus on the new task. And that's a big loss of time in there if you're doing that all throughout the day. So try to reduce that as much as possible. The Pomodoro concept here, which is 25 minutes focused work and then a 5-minute break, enforces tight sprints in your work and keeps your energy high. And of course, the AI helpers will help to make things a lot easier. And the setup there was broken down into 8 defocus sprints, equivalent to a full normal day of output. Down here, just some recommendations. This can be customized for writing heavy days, entrepreneur, CEO, workflow, students, programmers, designers, and so forth. If you just include this at the very beginning in your initial prompt, you'll have much tighter recommendations down through this whole system. It may take you a little bit of practice on this to really get this down pat, but if you organize your work in this way, I guarantee it's going to save you a lot of time throughout the day and you'll be far more productive. If you found this video useful, make sure you hit that thumbs up. Also, leave in the comments if this helped you out. If you had any questions about this, I always answer questions as fast as I can, and I try to answer every question that ever comes in the comments. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you next time.